Hello and welcome everybody! Today we are in Schiedam, in Racket Sport Schiedam with Stefan, and we're going to test Legend Padel, the Invictus and the Revenant. And we're going to start right now. Vamos!
Vamos!
Okay, so we're going to test these bad boys out today from Legend Padel. And the main difference is that this is more an attacking kind of playing style, and this is a more rounder shape. This is a diamond shaped racket, and this is, I think, a round teardrop racket. So this is, okay, because this is a diamond shaped racket, the balance is slightly higher. So the balance is more in the top. And this racket, it says teardrop, but I feel like it's a little bit more to round shape, which gives you even more control than a teardrop racket. And this racket should have, we don't know yet, should have a bigger sweet spot than this racket. So this racket is a diamond shaped racket, so the ideal sweet spot is higher in the top and slightly smaller. So I think this racket is slightly difficult more to play with than this one. The Invictus has little dots here. It's more rough than the Revenant. So this one is more smooth and this one is more rough. So it should give a little bit more of extra rotation. Okay, so after defending, what do you think is your favorite racket, Steph?
I think for defending, I prefer the Invictus. I think it's a more all-round racket.
Yeah.
I got a good touch with it. And with this racket, I think if you're a more attacking player, I think this should be your racket. Okay. So for defense, I think the Invictus. Yeah. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I felt like the same. I think this is easier to handle. You just put a little bit of wrist into the ball, and then it's quite easier to handle. Well, for me personally, I like to play with my hands, and I could make like the short angle cross courts when I was playing in defense, and a little bit of top spin before the wall. I think that's slightly more easier, and because this is more rough, to put your wrist around it. So if you're a tennis player like us a little bit, then the top spin is easier. Yeah. But this one is quite powerful.
It's more power, yeah.
Who's the man?
Okay, so after volleying a bit, I feel like that this is getting more into the control and this is going to be more in the power. And I think if you play on the right, this could be your racket, and when you're playing on the left and you play more aggressive, then the green one is definitely something that you can try out.
Yeah, I think when you're a finisher,
yeah,
or you like to finish your
this
volleys,
one.
I think you should take this one.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was more powerful. Yeah, personally, I like to slice a lot, and then it's amazing with this one. When we did the Dejada test, this ball, when I was doing the drop shot, it was spinning a lot. That's very nice to have a rough surface. It's slightly different. I don't want to compare brands than the sandpaper. This is, I don't know, it feels like even more effect, the dots, than the sandpaper. And also I heard you guys saying in the comments that the sandpaper was gone after a few weeks. Is that with everybody? Please let me know below. And have you ever tried a racket with these dots? And what is your experience with rackets that have this rough surface? Because I'm very interested to know if this remains on your racket. What do you think with the drop shot? What was your favorite one?
I would prefer the Invictus.
Yeah? More slice?
More slice and a little bit more touch.
Yeah, I think this is easier to handle. It's just very flexible.
Yeah. This is more the balance in the top.
Yeah. I think, by the way, this is a racket that you don't have to be very amazing to play with this racket. I think this is more difficult. So this is for advanced players, match players. Or if you like to play with power, this is your racket. If you like to play with your hands, like me, and I think after 1 or 2 years, you can already play with a racket like this. I think you should start with a slightly softer version, and then when you become better, then you can go to a little bit harder racket, and it will give you a lot of control and more effect. So if you're working on effect, it's definitely a good idea to try something with these dots on it and with this round shape, because it feels amazing. Okay, with the bandeja, I felt like we have a different a difference between the bandeja. When you were playing with that racket, you destroyed the ball.
Yeah.
It was very fast.
It was going very fast when you hit it at the right spot in the center or a little bit more at the top.
Yeah.
And you hit it good. It's a point.
Yeah. Yeah. You will feel in the overheads that this is slightly more in the top. Yeah. So when you're testing rackets, test for a longer period of time. because the balance is different, and we both had the same feeling that it was a little bit difficult to adjust. So take some time when you test it with the racket, because when you were hitting the balls, you could see that you had a lot of power with that, and I think slightly more slice with this. Thank you everybody for watching. If you want to know more about the Invictus or the Revenant or Legend, let us know in the comments below. If you're interested in one of these rackets, click the link below so you can play with one of these. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you Stefan, that we can check the racket out. And hasta luego. Ciao. Adios.